banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start up, and right away he lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that, Charles, on season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They run again with Logan, and he stopped immediately there. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run here with Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Three tight ends up front here, third and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Fourth down, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1, and the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
Here we go.
Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Bengals at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so try to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Deontay Hardy back deep. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They go play action. Winston. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated.
Here we go.
All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
They talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Here we go, here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Burrow on play action. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. In motion comes the tight end left. This is Logan. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Right back to him on first down. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Levante David in on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Ready?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
11.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
I'm fine, ready? 11,
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
I'm one, ready?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
11 MT, 11 Thomas. 11 MT, 11 MT. 180.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have retaken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston.
And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Beckham. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On play action, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Bengals grab it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will... the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Gun. Stop.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown! Jamar Chase. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McPherson now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple. Off the play fake. Cotton. Escaping the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
To throw on second down.
Cotton got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Cotton being chased out left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Looking to throw on second down. Cotton. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. A good pickup there, a 22.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A very costly sack there on third and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on fourth. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Cotton. And that's complete to Cooks. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Back to throw. Cotton. There again is Cooks. Complete. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow looking to pass. Forced out to his left. Completes it to Watt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
11, Thomas.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He's got it, and the lead stretches to 35-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future.
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Operating from the gun, Cotton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Left side. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a two-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught out in the right flat, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get too closer here on the fake extra point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins
with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Bengals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just outpost.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
11.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Cotton. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, Cotton. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spot it at the 49.
50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean,
Touchdown, Bengals!
Jamar Chase,
51 yards!
and the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
in this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.